Bon matin! Les tripeuses trotteuses sont en direct de Tide Head! On se retrouve présentement devant l'édifice municipal de Tide Head. Cette bâtisse sert de caserne de pompiers ainsi que de centre communautaire. Un petit fait intéressant, Caroline, il y a 27 pompiers volontaires qui travaillent à la caserne de pompiers. Là maintenant, on s'apprête à aller rencontrer le maire, M. Dixon. Suivez-nous! Good morning, Mayor Dixon. Could you please talk to us about Tide Head?
Well, I really would like to talk about Tide Head, but first of all, I'd like to acknowledge and appreciate both Lucette, yourself, and Carolyn for walking the 3K through each village for mental health and videoing our village and in order to promote our village throughout the province and elsewhere. Tide Head is a village in northern New Brunswick, about 5 miles or 8 kilometers west of the city of Hamilton, and we are basically a residential village. The village consists of about 1,000 population. We are so proud that the village of Tide Head is the cleanest village in Restigouche County, if not the whole province. Our village consists of about 50% francophones and about 50% English. There are some other people, and we all have a wonderful appreciation of our village. Tide Head has a unique thing that we claim, that we are the fiddlehead capital of the world. Fiddlehead is the fern that grows each spring, normally starting mid-May until the first week of June. And we also have the world's greatest fiddlehead picker by the name of Tim Miles. That's Miles, M-Y-L-E-S. And Timmy has been picking fiddleheads for years. Tim works at the local hospital, and during the spring he goes out every morning picking fiddleheads. And his record for one day is 615 pounds. And I unofficially claimed him the world's greatest fiddlehead picker. Now, Timmy would leave the beach in Tide Head, and I'm going to talk about the beach in Tide Head, because the beach in Tide Head is the only access to the Restigouche River for people to swim, launch their 26-foot canoes that we have here. And the other day we did a survey on a Monday afternoon and a Tuesday afternoon, and just in 4 hours, 210 cars went into the park, and 407 people went to the beach just in those 4 hours. That's not counting a weekend. It's unreal. We are proud of the Tide Head Beach, and the other day I was up there and there were people from Halifax and Montreal just enjoying the scenery. I must also tell you that we just celebrated a wonderful celebration. We called it Celebration Day. It was celebrating New Brunswick Day on Monday, August the 2nd. And this was collaborated in conjunction with the 3 municipalities, the city of Hamilton, the village of Atholville, and our village of Tide Head. And we had food and beverages, and we had close to 1,000 people, and we had 8 bands, Francophone bands, English bands, and a Mi'kmaq band from Listigouche across the river from Hamilton. Why is Tide Head called Tide Head? Well, that's a unique thing. The Restigouche River comes out from our west, and it pours into the Bay of Chaleur at Hamilton. So the Bay of Chaleur is connected to the Gulf of St. Lawrence, and of course we have our tides, where the water rises and falls twice each day. And the tide comes up as far as Tide Head. So this is why Tide is the head of the tide. There was rumors years ago it was called Head of Tide, but that was just not true. The village of Tide Head was incorporated in 1967. But it goes way back. The village started back around the late 1800s. In fact, I have the record book at my house, the minute book of the first school in Tide Head in 1880. And of all things at that time, I have the letter of certificate from Miramichi in 1880 allowing them to open their first school. We'll jump to Morrissey Rock. Morrissey Rock is at the very west end of our village. And Morrissey Rock is a piece of the Appalachian mountain range that comes down into the Restigouche River. In 1880 to 1885, the main rail line from Montreal to Halifax went through our village, and when it came to Morrissey Rock, they had to bore a large hole through the mountain, and the train passes it through the hole called Morrissey Rock, the Morrissey Rock Tunnel, pardon me, and it is the only tunnel in the rail line east of Montreal or even east of the Rocky Mountains. Situated on top of this section of land, we have Morrissey Rock Scenic Lookout, where people can pull off the highway coming from east or west and park their car and go onto a grassy knoll area. There's a few picnic tables, and they can look down over all the islands of the Restigouche, and you can look across the Restigouche River over to see the Appalachian mountain range along the Gaspé coast. And then you look all the way down to Campbellton, and it is a beautiful scene for everybody to enjoy. With all of these things, we have a lot to offer for the tourists, and we have one of the most beautiful places in the country. I just spoke to a gentleman who worked for Circus Soleil, and he is now employed with the Civic Center in Campbellton, and he said he's traveled the world and he is amazed at the beauty of this area. So for all of you folks watching this video and listening, take a trip to northern New Brunswick. There's so much to do. You will really enjoy it. People are so friendly, and we have so much to offer.
Thank you very much, Mayor Dixon.
Lucette and Carolyn, thank you very much for this opportunity to do this show, and I wish you all the best on all the rest of your journey throughout the summer.
Bon matin! Voilà. Comme ça. OK. Bon, attends une minute. Parce que là, attends. Si je fais de même, comme ça. Mon Dieu. OK.
Les tripeuses trotteuses sont en direct de...
J'avais pas de direction encore. OK. Le maire, M. Dixon, that lives on... Tu filmes pas, là? Hein?
Oui,
Ah.
j'ai starté. OK, go!
OK. On se retrouve présentement. C'est que des fois, c'est l'édifice municipal, des fois, c'est... En tout cas, OK. Thank you very much, Mayor Dixon.
Is that okay?
Oh, yes!
I'll say it again.